Hey guys, it's me again. I had to put makeup on. I have no makeup on right now. But I wanted to talk because I'm a little annoyed. I had to get rid of a friend on Facebook today, which really sucks. I don't like doing it, but there are sometimes situations that arise that you just be like, you know what? We clearly don't mix very well, and despite being friends on Facebook for so long, if you can't respect me, I can't deal. And maybe that's wrong. My faith says very clearly that I don't care. This is what I'm doing for me. So what happened? Well, about, I want to say a week ago, I posted something on Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh had said something about it's right here, hold on. He had said something about Obama was administration, that the Obama administration manipulated hurricane forecast to harm the GOP convention. I'm sure it was a joke. It was a stupid joke because I know he was taking the fun, because we did the same thing when George Bush was in charge during Hurricane Katrina. And but yeah, I still think Rush Limbaugh's an asshole. I don't like him. I don't know any woman who really does, because he's just said nothing but horrible shit about us. And in general, I don't like his views. It's not even his views. It's how he voices them. He's a crazy guy who's popped a lot of pills and still been able to go online and sit on the air and say horrible shit about people. He spreads hate. That's the bottom line. It's not even about his views. I have no problem with Republicans having their views. Have your views. You have every right to have it. But my main issue is with people representing the views of politics. And this happens with liberals too, and I want to make that abundantly clear. This isn't just a Republican thing. This is a worldwide thing. And whenever there is a political view, you always have some crazy nutcase representing it, and that's bullshit. Because it's not fair to the people in your political party to have an asshole represent what you feel is right. Because it has nothing to do with whether he's right or wrong. It has a lot to do with who's saying it. You don't want the asshole telling things that you feel are right, because you want people to actually take in what's being said and be like, I respect you, you're a good person, and the fact that you say this, I'm going to take it and I'm going to think about it. But when you have a crazy guy like Rush Limbaugh giving shit, it's like, dude, you need to stop. You need to leave, because all you're doing is making it look bad. This is why I didn't support Occupy Wall Street. As a liberal, I know that's shocking. I didn't. I'm sorry. It was a bunch of people out there that had no clue what the fuck they were talking about, why they were even there, and they were just a bunch of hippies who were high all the time, and they were actually being raped at Occupy Wall Street. Is this who I want to represent my views? No. And I'm not saying everyone that was there was doing all this horrible shit. There was actually people who actually had set viewpoints and knew why they were there. But were they the ones being interviewed by the news? No, it was the crazy people, because it's really funny when you see a crazy person trying to make a stance. And that's what happens, and that's what happens in the case of Rush Limbaugh. It's to people funny to see this crazy fat guy who pops pills, and he got, he's probably over it, whatever. But that sticks in everyone's heads. Liberals have to deal with that too. Because of who he is, it's hard to take anything he says as a joke or as serious, because y'all say a lot of things that are really fucked up and you mean it, and then you say things like he says and it's a joke. Same thing goes with liberals. We say things and we mean it, and sometimes we say things as a joke. How are you supposed to know? You can't say shit if you're trying to take a stance and say, oh, it's a joke. No. People are listening to you because you're supposedly supposed to be the voice of reason. And the fact that Rush Limbaugh is viewed that way scares the crap out of me. So, why am I talking about Rush Limbaugh? Well, because I posted this thing, and one of my friends, who is a very strong advocate for Republican and Conservative Party, went off on me. Like, you are aware that the liberals said the same thing about Katrina and George Bush, and they weren't joking. He was just joking. Yeah, he was. but he still said it. And you know what? You're right. The liberals said the same shit too. But let me tell you something. It's not about what he said. It's about who said it. And what upset me was that I posted on my Facebook my view. It's my right. That's what Facebook is. You post whatever the fuck you want. But for some reason, I'm not allowed to do that, even though this person that I'm talking about has posted nothing but liberals are stupid, liberals are this, anything negative about liberals he posted because he is a Republican-loving guy. Fine. I have no problem that you're a Republican-loving guy. You should be. If you're as researched and knowledgeable as you are, because he is. This guy isn't some stupid person is like, well, I just love being a Republican and I love this and I love it. No, he's an actual, he bases his info on research. And I actually admire and appreciate that. That's why after all these years of knowing he was a conservative, I still respected him and I'm still friends. I was still friends with him. Because he has a right to his view. Everyone has a right to their view. What you don't have a right to do is go on someone's Facebook and shit all over their Facebook because you don't agree with their stance and they're trying to defend the person that I was talking about. If you want to sit there and defend Rush Limbaugh, that's fine that you like him. I have the right to my opinion. Don't come on my Facebook and try to make me feel like shit because of what I said. I have every right to say what I felt. And guess what? I'm not the only person out there that feels the same way as I do. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel the same way you do. But guess what? They respect me enough to not shit all over my Facebook. And you know what? I have a lot of friends that are Republican and I'm still friends with them. And they've not once tried to get into political debate with me because I hate debates. And seriously, am I the only one that hates debating? I have the right to my political views, but I don't like having to argue with other people. I know people like it. I fucking hate debates because all it does is make you angry. It makes you upset and it makes you negative and it makes you feel like shit for the rest of the day. At least it does for me. I don't enjoy it. Because all you're trying to do is try to prove that you're right. And the thing is, people are people and humans are humans and we have every right to think what we have to think, and doesn't mean that we're always right and doesn't mean that we're always wrong. To err is human. We're allowed to make mistakes. And you know what? George W. Bush made mistakes. Bill Clinton made mistakes. Obama made mistakes. Whoever's next is going to make mistakes. People make mistakes. And here's the thing about the president that I don't think people seem to realize here. The president isn't in charge. He has advisors. And his job is to listen to his advisors. And it depends on how good a listener he is. George W. had a bunch of stupid advisors. Obama doesn't have the best advisors either. Okay? And to sit there and like start giving shit because you feel one way and I feel another is ridiculous. Because we're both right and we're both wrong. Don't sit there and come on my Facebook and start talking shit about I'm wrong, that I'm not basing my opinion on facts, I'm not basing it on this or that. Meanwhile, you've posted stuff like all liberals, liberal logic is it's okay to talk about to rape of a child, and then it's not okay to have an opinion on on gay marriage or something. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but it was just something really ridiculous like that. No, that's not liberal logic. That is dumb logic, and that has no political view. The fact that you generalize all liberals to think a certain way is fucked up. I don't sit there and ever, I can hand to God, I would never rationalize all Republicans could be racist, homophobic people. I don't do that. I don't believe that because I know friends who are Republicans that don't think that way. And I respect them for their views. Respect me for mine. And the thing is, this person was a friend, and I actually valued him as a friend. He knew I was bisexual. He knew I was, a bisexual artist, one female who was out there, and I was a liberal. And he still liked me as a person, and I liked him as a person. But to come on my Facebook and to shit all over my view and then have the nerve to play hypocrite, no, I can't support that anymore. I went to high school with this guy, and I'm supposed to do reunions and go to parks, and I don't know if I can do them. I don't want to be in a room with someone who didn't respect me. And maybe it's because it's still raw. It just happened. I just deleted them. It sucks. I don't like deleting friends, but I can't sit there and deal with bullshit. I've had enough bullshit going on in my life that I just can't deal with it anymore. And it really sucks that you have to get rid of friends that way, but sometimes you do. Why should I have to deal with people who don't respect me? So I don't, and I took them off my friends list. Did I do the right thing? I don't know. But I know how I feel, and I know I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. And people probably think I overreacted. I don't know. I don't think I did. Do you think I did? I doubt it very highly. You know, this isn't someone that I saw all the time. This isn't someone that I agreed with. This isn't someone who I think was out, you know, to protect my back or anything. But I did respect him as a person, and I respected his views. And, you know, I told him, as Voltaire said, I may not agree with your view, but I will defend to the death your right to say whatever you want. You know, I'm paraphrasing Voltaire, of course. That's pretty much it. I may not agree with you, but you have every right to your opinion. I would never sit there and, like, go on your Facebook and say, you're wrong, no, he was just joking, no. I wouldn't do that to anyone, because why would I do that to you? You have the right to your opinion. There you go. That's it. I posted this thing about Rush Limbaugh on Monday. It is now Wednesday, and he took the time now to respond. And it's like, really? This is what you want to talk about now? I don't know. I can't respect people who do that, and he's off my friends list. And it sucks, because he was a nice guy, and I'm sure he still is a nice guy, but I can't deal with people like that anymore. So, sorry, folks. Don't fuck with me, because I will take you off my Facebook friends list.